but using these overflowing stores of anguish, I can find anyone you desire to slaughter. This achievement just became so much easier. I did not know this was a thing. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to a fresh week and a brand new stream. Hope everyone is doing well and had a lovely weekend, whatever you all got up to. I'm here. I'm actually knackered. I just got in from like a 30-minute power walk. And I must have gone harder than I ever did because I usually get home and I like feel fine, but today I'm just like worn out. Could do with a nap, but nevertheless. I'm here. I have a fresh cup of tea, which arguably I didn't need because I'm actually very warm right now. Still working off the body heat from the exercise, I think, but I also have a fresh water with me. And the plan today is to work on some weeklies before the reset on Wednesday. So we're going to spend some time with the druid. We need to do some pray stuff. I need to check in on the Chronicles of the Haranir. I need to do some void assaults. That's actually not on my list. Void assaults for the weekly. I don't need to do a ritual site, but we could. And then if we've got time towards the end, we'll like do some rep farming with wild quests and such. We need to do the soiree. And then we might work on the Prey Nightmare mode achievement as well for the Prey Seeker's Nightmare mount. In which case, I think we've got one Nightmare Prey that we can guarantee, which is Lamine. Lamine of the Undercroft I've not done, but the rest I have this week. So we could try and roll some random Nightmare Preys and see if we get anyone we need. The only thing is, it is a gamble, because if they don't show up, the one that you need to kind of still do it anyway, otherwise you lose your Remnants of Anguish, whereas if you finish it, you can actually make a, like, profit on your remnants, so to speak. Speaking of profit, my BOE still hasn't sold, has it? It surely has not. I've been undercut 9 times, in fact. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna sell this. Thing is, the price doesn't even go down that much. Should I tank it a little bit? I mean, no one's bought it for... It's been like almost a week. 350? I mean, I'm happy with 350k. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm a druid. I need open world talents. Anything we need before we head out. I reckon we're probably all good. My game sound is a little high. There we go. Okay, where should we start? Probably with a prey. I didn't really mean to walk out of there, actually. I guess we can pick up Lamine, the one that we need. Although that's in Arendar. We're not going there just yet, I don't think. I was going to go and do the soiree. I'm pretty sure we've not done it this week. Let's head to the soiree.
Silvermoon students have unique ways of studying the arcane. Perhaps you could learn a thing or two.
I hope you all had a nice weekend. Mine was spent. What did we do? Saturday, my friend and her partner came down to visit. We went to a nice cafe on the high street that we've not tried yet, and it was lovely. We'll need to go back because they've got lots of like homemade little bits that I didn't try. I only had a coffee, but it was lush. We did some charity shopping. I actually found some dresses that were pretty cheap, so I bought those. My friend bought some artwork. And then I went back with my friend to her house and we had a little girls' night. We made some dinner, we did some pottery painting. Didn't leave until about 10:30 at night and I was shattered. We'd been out in the sun and done like a lot of walking and stuff. And then yesterday I met with my mum, or my parents. Lof and I went to my parents and we had a roast dinner, which was lush. Okay, annoyingly, the Fast Riders is the one I need to work on. Actually, wait. Host is higher than Trendsetter, isn't it? I'm being an idiot. Trendsetter is 4 out of 6. Trendsetter. Wait, I swear I could see it before. Oh, maybe if I do... I don't know. Anyway, the faction giving us a favor this week is the Magisters, so that's usually my way of figuring out who I'm meant to go with. We'll do everyone's weekly. Fortify the runestones, plus whatever you want with your favor. Light snacks. It's weird that this event hasn't worn off on me. I don't know why. It feels fun each week to log on and progress a different thing, you know? It's reminiscent of the Ember Court from Shadowlands, but that was much more grindy. Maybe that's another part, is just the fact that this is like a once a week commitment that takes, you know, 10, 15 minutes. And then you're done. You don't have to think about it for another week. Works for me. Bright feathers. This one's nice and simple. Perfect. Where's the next one? The Naga. That's a runestone, so that's probably going to move by the time we're ready for it. We have Twilight Intruders Purged and the Mana Worm Siphoned. Okay. Nice easy ones. They usually are, to be fair. And Naga Fangs. So let's just pull as much as we can. Oh, we got them all already. I am very surprised. Okay. We can check in on this runestone on the way. See if we can either contribute to it or finish it entirely. It might be just us. Slowly but surely people have like waned off of this. Oh. What's your guys' lucky day? Because I have enough stuff. Got better help. Gosh, these guys still do hurt. There's more people here than I was expecting. Usually I'm doing this on my own or with like one other person. Also, something really typical happened. I was working on a YouTube video today. I finally got around to doing Nullius tier question mark. And I ended up doing it as a resto druid because for the longest time there was an issue when I played the fight as a Moonkin because Nullius would cast the white mechanic more often than I had an interrupt deal with it. And I'm pretty sure it was originally designed so that you could always interrupt it as a DPS. I was keeping an eye on the forums and everything where people had been discussing it, and I couldn't see any posts from Blizzard saying that they confirmed that it was an issue and that they were working on it. They seem to have just like shadow updated it, because I did the whole fight as resto, whatever. I had Valera as DPS because she just carries on the meters and does the interrupt for you. Just as I was editing my footage together, I thought, let me get footage of the point I'm making about the balanced druid issue with the interrupt problem. And lo and behold, first pull as a Moonkin, he didn't cast the second interrupt mechanic until I had my interrupt back up. After I'd already written out and fully recorded my whole like resto guide for it. So I thought, should I like re-record all of this as a Moonkin? Because the pull that I did where I realized that Moonkin stuff was fixed, I killed Nullius. Like, I did it first try. But I was like, oh, I don't know. It feels a little bit face roll. The boss is a bit cheesy. I'll just keep it as resto, because to be fair, it is easier. So, yeah. I took out the whole part of my video where I was explaining the bug and saying that X, Y, and Z was wrong with it and why I had to do resto even though I'm a druid main, a balance main. But yeah. I was like, of course, now that I'm working on it, they finally fixed it. That's so typical. There we go. Almost finished. Light snacks. But yeah, my finished Nullius guide for Resto Druid POV will be out tomorrow. I was so annoyed. But at least now I know I can go back and do it every week for 5 extra crests or whatever. Myth crests. It wasn't really that bad. Although my bigwigs wasn't working for some reason. Hi Spice Bar, good afternoon. Happy Monday. How are you today? Hope you had a lovely weekend. Perfect. I think we're all finished. There we go. I think this will get the Magister's rep to Trendsetter or Host, whatever it's called, and then we've only got 1 rep level left. Although we'll have to repeat this process for 2 more weeks with the Shades and the Blood Knights, I think. The Fast Riders have always been my number 1. I think it was just the first week I ever did this. I had the Fast Riders giving the extra favor, so they just took the lead, and they continue to take the lead each week we progress this, to be honest. Right, Shades are now host. We're almost promoted with Fast Riders as well. Ooh. Is this gonna upgrade us? 500 rep? Oh, 300, damn it. I was excited. I thought we were gonna be finished. Okay, now we've got 4 hosts. Pretty sure. I always do that. Host, 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 host. Wonderful. Very good. Excuse the yawn. That walk really did me in. Doing good. We cleared the damn wind chime on heroic last night, so guild's mostly done. The others want to attempt mythic, but the lead is a bit iffy about it, I think. Congratulations on your AOTC. That's huge. She is really difficult on heroic. Like, it was rough for us. But you did it. Did you get anything good? If you needed anything from heroic Laura, that is. I don't think I did. Apart from the ring. I think most people need the ring. Amulet. Oh no, that's the neck. Oh wait, it's this, isn't it? I'm thinking about the neck, not the ring. No, I'm thinking about both. Gosh, double socket is crazy. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Spice. Well done. Hope your weekend was good. It was lovely, thank you, Spice. It was like social, but still relaxed, very wholesome. I still kind of recharged, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it was a little busy at times. But honestly, sometimes when I have nothing weekends, as much as I always look forward to them because they sound so relaxing, if I genuinely do nothing, I start to feel very sluggish. We could go and do our Nightmare Prey in Harandar. That will take another one off the list for our achievement. What have we got? Escaping oozes for 1,000 golds. Let's freaking go.
Lesser manifestations escape from the rift. Send them back where they belong.
Not very good at finding these oozes is the only thing. I have a feeling these might be shared and I just swooped in and stole that from that DK. So sorry. Oh, there's quite a few down here. That's useful.
Okay.
Easiest 1,000 gold I ever earned.
Good work. They fell back to the rift in glorious rain.
Took us a little while. People couldn't figure out phase 2 for a bit and couldn't soak the lasers. First ever attempts. I was a magnet for the glaives too, which didn't help. Didn't need anything. Mythic Plus every week will do that for us. Yeah, true. Yeah, P2 was tricky for us as well. I was a crystal carrier, like an assigned crystal carrier. So I didn't have to worry about being one of the people who aims the lasers in P2. Is that P2? Yeah, it is P2. I just had to be responsible for dropping the crystal to then run and soak and then go back and pick up the crystal. Which honestly, I feel like it was easier than being someone that was responsible for lining up a laser with a planet or whatever you call them. Because if you miss a planet, actually, it's a bit of a redundant argument. If you miss a planet, it's a wipe. If you hit a laser and a crystal, it probably is a wipe as well. So I guess they're equal responsibility. The responsibility comes later where you are like one of 4 people, 6 I think. You have the raid team's life in your hands in the last phase. But we did fine. My first ever X-Pack that I got curve on any raid. Never mind all of them though. I mean, wait. This is your first X-Pack where you got curve? Because getting Laura as your first AOTC is crazy. That is a big achievement. She is a difficult boss, especially because, like, it's the first end of tier boss after the add-on changes, right? So the boss is very different in its design. It's not like weeklies can do a lot of stuff for you like it used to in the past. Having said that, we did use an add-on to help with the memory game. So maybe it can, I don't know. Hi Lainey, hi Bowman, happy Monday. How are you both? Did you have nice weekends? Never got curve on any raid before this X-Pack. Wow. What a strong start. Does it make you want to get AOTC like more now? In future patches and stuff? Future seasons? How exciting. Don't have enough torment.
Do not end them yet. Savor the hunt and let the artifact consume their fear.
We didn't. Our raid leader just said Moon X Triangle Diamond over and over and over until people got in place. If your symbol wasn't called, you know you're lost. That's a good way of doing it, actually. I felt so bad for Loth because he's our raid leader and there's so much to raid lead during that fight, especially in P1. So at first I got the add-on because I was finding it helpful for myself, and it meant that if he had to raid lead other things in that moment, like someone got hit when they're carrying a crystal and he needs to call for a specific group defensive, like a rally or something, he might be too focused on that to know what the memory game is, because it kind of all comes out very quickly. So I was sort of a backup memory game person And then it just so happened that he liked the look of the add-on and everything, so he got it as well. And then, yeah, it would be the same from him. He would just say it over and over until people were in the right place. But it comes naturally to some people, and it really doesn't come naturally to others, like memory games. And that's totally fine. Like, our brains are all wired differently. I'm exhausted, but managing. How about you? You know what, Bowman? I'm feeling knackered today as well. I went for a walk an hour before stream, and I got back about 35 minutes later. And I went on my own because Loff went for a run this morning, and he didn't fancy going for a walk as well. So I went on my own, and because we weren't together, I think I walked a lot faster, because when we walk together, we're obviously like yapping. But with no one else to be with or talk to, I just power walked. And at first I felt really good, and now I've sat down, I feel like I'm wiped out. I think I got a lot more exercise than I really wagered for, you know? But hey, it's a good thing, really. I just need to recover. I will say, like, it was power walking plus hills. Like, I'm not crazy lazy where walking exhausts me, I promise. Where we live, there are some pretty outrageous hills, and I didn't let up. I got the arms moving and everything, you know? Pump up the jam. Lainey, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. So kind of you. Thank you. How are you doing? Busy at work? How was your weekend? Weekend was lovely, thank you. I spent some time with my friend and her boyfriend and Loff. We went to a nice cafe. My friend and I then went charity shopping. And we had a little girls' night. We watched some TV. We made a nice dinner. We painted some pottery. It was very wholesome. And then yesterday, Loff and I went round to my parents in the afternoon for a roast. My mum's roasts are superb. And then we only went and got cutting edge. Hello? I'm a cutting edge raider, you guys. Did you know that? We killed Mythic Chimeras last night. And I'll prove it. Cutting edge Chimeras. It was really hard. There's so many interrupts in that fight. And I mean, I can't really complain because my interrupt's on a 45-second cooldown minimum. But yeah, the stress of like not letting a single fear go off is rough, because I do also have 2 forms of CC. So it's not like, oh, I don't have any interrupts, I don't have to bother. Like, I was charging into things, in-cap roaring, vortex typhooning, anything I could possibly do to stop casts going off, because one is like recoverable, but ideally none go off, of course. And there's so many, and they cast so fast. I think it's literally like a 1-second cast time. Oh gosh. But we did it. That was exciting. And there was a myth Gaze of the Answer, which went to Loff, which is well deserved. And now, I believe, as long as we kill 2 mythic bosses a week, we all have a chance to get Gaze of the Answer in our vaults on myth. Pretty nice. Whoa, what? I remember her having ads in the past. But yeah, it was a lovely weekend, thank you. Got lots of little chores done. Did a bunch of laundry. I'm doing some today, actually. I need to remember. There we go. CE, let's go. Thank you, guys. The elusive gaze. Haven't seen that drop for ages. We have some of the worst trinket luck in this guild, it feels like, but okay. Made up for it yesterday with a myth gaze of the answer. Let's freaking go. Right, we are gonna have an ad for any unsubbed viewers, just letting you know, because my pre-rolls have been off for a little while and I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. But we're just gonna go back to Silvermoon, hand this in, and then maybe we need to do like void assaults or something, but you won't miss much, I promise. Trinkets and rings are the worst to replace. Oh my gosh, Lainey, you are preaching to the choir right now, because I still need my second Bis ring from Nexus Point Zenith. I've done it so many times and used 2 of my 3 bonus rolls and still haven't got it. But slowly but surely that loot pool is, or loot table is shrinking, so that all that's left will be the ring eventually. Okay. So for the weekly of the prey, we need 1 more nightmare. I picked up the Void Assault weekly. Zulaman Void Assault. Maybe we could take a prey target in Zulaman. We don't need more drill. But if we did it during the Void Assault, then 2 birds, 1 stone. Also, we need to chip away at the Void Response team. Void Eradicator. We need to do 15 more Void Strikes or Incursions in Zulaman to get that. I need to do even more in Eversong Woods. Can you believe? Spice! Thank you for the 2-month resub. I don't like ads either. I don't think anyone does. Does anyone like ads? I really appreciate it. Thank you, Spice. That's very kind of you. Raven? You killed him. That was a mount chance. Ads are evil. Okay. Oh, we're very close to avoid incursion, in fact. That's useful. We can just head straight to the incursion. There's some nice world quests up in Zulaman today, actually. So if our prey target isn't finished by the time we're done with our void strikes, I would be surprised. But we can at least do the world quests to, like, tip it over the edge. Do I need my glasses? I feel like I'm, like, getting drowsy, like, headachy. I'm wearing my glasses all day and then I took them off, so maybe that's why.
Twilight's Blade think they can sneak into our homes? We may be weakened, but we are not weak. Find them.
Okay. I feel like not many people are here, so this might take a hot second. Oh, ambush. That's a good start. I wonder if it's possible to, like, kill your prey target. Like, I don't know. Probably not, right? Like, I know they go immune at 50%, but if you burst them enough, like I've managed to get one down to 30% because it was busy casting before it went immune. I wonder if anyone's ever, like, killed it, so to speak. I guess it probably just gets to 0 and goes immune then instead. Traps one-shot them on hard. I assume that happens. On hard, probably. On nightmare, no. I don't know if you're referring to hard difficulty or nightmare. I think this one's nightmare, right? Yeah. Mordrill's nightmare on this one. On normal, they definitely one-shot. And on nightmare, they definitely don't. So I don't know what happens with hard mode. Maybe like in between would be my guess. I have a feeling that Blizzard programmed these Void Strikes to progress at a rate that made sense for a lot more people playing it than actually there are. Because these have not been very popular. And the progress on them is so slow. Because people don't want to engage with it. Also, to be fair, if you had any package unwrapping just then, Loth was trying to make his way into a little treat. The way you progress these strikes is very slow. Like the whole find the quest items, click on them, spawn the NPCs, kill the NPCs. It ticks up like 1% per mob, I swear. Sometimes less. But I mean, it's optional, so that's a big reason why it won't be popular, and they shouldn't make things like this mandatory anyway. I don't agree with that. But like, those cosmetic farmers of us out there, it's rough sometimes. You want a nice mount from an achievement, and ideally you'd like other people to be chipping in as much as possible to get it done. And yet here you are. 1% at a time on these Void Strikes. To be fair, there's more people here than normal, so I'll be grateful. On hard, they one-shot. I just mean that it's likely they go down to 1 HP and dip. Oh, I see, Spice, yeah. Fair point. I see you. Oh my god, there's more. You guys know if there's a way to avoid being cheap struck? To avoid the cheap strike, cheap shot mechanic when your Nightmare Prey ambushes you? I've tried like facing it when they spawn. I feel like maybe it's unavoidable, I don't know. Also, there was definitely a red cloud somewhere. I think I missed it. It was such a disappointment for me. I thought we were going to get cool assignments like killing other faction leaders or something. Just ended up being whatever this is. I don't mind it personally. I guess faction leaders would have been too extreme. Like, I can't go and just like kill Gen Greymane. Sometimes I'd like to. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Prey's been more popular than most features Blizzard comes up with for WoW nowadays, I would say. But it can be very like repetitive, of course, as is most systems in the game nowadays. But you like what you like. I was super into them at first, and then I've kind of taken my foot off the pedal. I kind of like Prey for the multitasking of it all. Like, we've got a Prey target right now, so we're just doing other bits in the zone that we were going to do today anyway, so we can make progress on the Void Assault and we can make progress on the Prey target. I imagine once we get most of the cosmetics we want from Prey, I won't feature much of it, is my guess. Kind of like Delves. Like, I went really hard into Delves at first, and when other people continued to go hard on them, I sort of was like, I'm done now. I think it was sort of, once I knew I could reliably do Mythic +10s and higher, getting me 2 or 3 Mythic slots in the vault, and now with Mythic Raid, I now have 2 Mythic Raid slots in my vault too. Delves and stuff doesn't really feel as rewarding, because it's not for me.
Those rats think they can steal from us? Ha!
There we go.
They forget we have allies.
Hell yeah, we got the wriggling capybara pet. Let's freaking go. Oh. At home in small dens, these little guys wriggle into all sorts of tight spots, even sometimes supply pouches. Look at the baby. Just use Divine Shield. Got it. I'll try that next time. Thanks, Spice. I've fallen off of Delves for now. No upgrades or anything worth it for me to grind Delves. Yeah, I probably have enough Undercoin to buy that mount. And then other than that, there's probably like a couple decor pieces I'm missing. But, and also I haven't like finished the renown system, but I'm close. 7.5 out of 10. I mean, there are some nice upgrades for progressing that, to be fair. Oh, the next incursion or strike is up near my Sara caverns. Rough. Do you want to do any of these? Oh, I like this world quest, and it's 962 gold. I'm a big fan of any world quests where you just want me to fly through rings high up in the sky. Let's do it. Right now I don't really do any delves at all anymore. Yeah. They do tend to lose traction, I feel like, for a lot of players. It kind of depends how you play the game, because they're a wonderful feature for people who prefer single player content. And I'm talking people that don't even want to like pug Mythic Plus or pug Raid. First of all, I don't blame them for not wanting to do that, because it can be dreadful. But for the people that are playing more than single player, whether like me they've got like a stable guild to play with, whether it be raid or dungeons, or you know, they don't mind pugging, there just are better rewards from that type of content, and in my opinion there should be, right? Because imagine someone does a tier 11 bountiful delve and someone kills mythic chimeras. Should they be getting the same loot? I don't think so, personally, because they're not equal in difficulty. I don't necessarily mean like people who play alone shouldn't get good item level. I think it's really good that there's like good access to hero track item level loot for single players in Midnight so far. I think that's great, but it would be a little bit arbitrary to say you can just do bountiful tier 11s and have full myth gear. It'd be like, well, what's the point in like doing high-end mythic plus or raid apart from the sheer progression of it all? There would then be like not really much reward from completing those sorts of content.
Our village was raided by
Do I want to get some snappers? I don't want to miss this incursion. I'll come back. Let's go and check on this strike because the incursion's at 99%.
Oh, yeah.
I would do delves, but I literally cannot get upgrades from them anymore, so it feels pointless. Yeah, I think at this point it's cosmetic stuff and finishing the renown if that's of interest to you. There's always toys and pets and mounts and now decor that you'll be able to get from delves. And once you've outgrown the item level,
Gather power. Remove them from our lands.
you can just sort of farm it for cosmetic rewards. That's what I would do anyway. My husband and I did our last 2 Mythic Plus for Vault last night, and there were some toxic people in both. Oh, I'm sorry, Lainey. That's horrible. Oh, they finished the strike. I'm so sorry. I did not contribute at all. You would be saying that considering you killed Mythic Chimeras. That's quite the coincidence. I was gonna say Mythic Laura, but that seemed really extreme. But that point stands as well. I didn't mean it to be egotistical. Guess it's just relevant in my mind. Right, what do we do? Receive a blessing. We got the blessing of tenacious victory. Your cooldowns recover 50% faster whenever you slay an enemy. Period. And then we are defeating as many ethereals as possible. I feel like I've not done this one. Oh, I got a BOE. And I'm being ambushed. So much is going on. No, I know you're only kidding, Bowman, don't worry. Don't get me wrong, I certainly do not think I'm like high and mighty because I have one cutting edge achievement. I feel good, like it was a great achievement. And I've never had a cutting edge achievement before, so that's cool. But I'm not gonna act up, get too big for my boots. We did then begin progressing Mythic Dragons, because we have already done Mythic Salhadar in Voidspire. We were immediately humbled by dragons on Mythic because that is just an outrageous mechanic check. I just started laughing when I saw all the mechanics coming out one after the other. They're like machine guns. Lainey, leave me alone. I'm gonna shut up about it now. Don't even know what you're talking about. Must be someone else. Started to key on my ret ult. Instantly a tank and his 2 DPS friends queue up. I'm blessed. Lovely. A cheeky pre-made. Gosh, this is a slaughter. What does this do? Toss the battery at the target, dealing heavy damage. How much damage? 30%. You should be proud. That's a great achievement. Thank you. That's so typical. Now I'm getting cold. Boiling earlier. Also, a battery core. Learn more about the Hal Hadar and their technology. Okay. Gosh, I'm like cosplaying grandma today with my glasses and my chunky knit cardigan. Get my sewing needles out next.
Drain their anguish.
There's a one boss raid next expansion. I'd like to try and spam for CE then. There's that like mythic flex raid coming in the 0.7 patch this expansion, isn't there? Sporeful or something? I'll be honest, I didn't read much into what mythic flex means. Maybe it's like mythic but not with a strict 20-person roster. If you guys know, let me know. Maybe that could be a good introduction to mythic, because I think that was the purpose of it. Was creating this mythic flex difficulty to kind of bridge the gap from heroic to mythic for people who feel like they can't raid mythic, or it feels like a barrier to entry maybe. Will be useful for people like us as well in our guild, because we've only just started raiding mythic. Sometimes we do struggle with attendance because we have quite a strict 20-person team. We don't have bench warmers, really. There's like 2. And yesterday, for example, we actually had to stop progressing because we didn't quite have enough people, and then our poor tank, this wasn't her fault, but she was having technical issues. So we weren't going to try and do mythic dragons when our tank had like crazy MS and everything. So we started doing a little heroic reclear instead. But yeah, having that mythic flex will be useful then, so that it's like less punishing for days where we can't rely on having the full team, the whole gang together, you know? I think that's what it is. Don't need a specific team. My goal is to kill 1 mythic boss this expansion, so maybe that could be it. There you go. Blizzard they were listening to you, honey. You don't want to do mythic dragons with 1 tank? No. We were also progressing it with 19 people for a while, so we were fully like in agreement that the boss wasn't dying today or yesterday.
Drain their anguish.
Drain that anguish. Can I drain your anguish? I know a guild that is progressing mythic dragons with 3 tanks and 5 healers. What do you guys think about that? Oh, that was a world quest. Oh, I thought I was doing the incursion. The incursion's down here. What? Oh yeah, this is definitely the incursion. Oh. See ya. Boss battery. Oh, this thing. I'm guessing. Barrier damaged. Oh, there's one here too. Subhuman behavior, SMH my head. Okay, so if I wanted to leave this, do I just... Oh my goodness. There he goes. He's awake. I'm curious if the incursion will count as more progress to our quest. We're currently on 20%. Oh, not right now, more drill. I never use traps. And honestly, I should, because I've got them. Do you guys see the red cloud? I don't see it. He definitely, like, poofed away. Weird. If this doesn't count for more, I'll be surprised, because this takes ages. And you have to listen to a little speech.
Thank you, champion.
Okay, it was
Our
40.
lands are
That's good.
safe again.
I'm pleased. 30 accolades, let's go. Did we do anything?
One misstep was all it took.
Okay, we have to take the battery to Voidstorm.
Their pathetic holdout.
And our prey target is ready. Perfect. Maybe we can do this Void Strike on the way. Or we just go and do the prey and then come back. Like I won't take the portal. Oh my god, I've also just realized.
Burn our homes and desecrate our heirlooms with their magic,
I have the completely wrong
and put to rest these befouled gods.
blessing right now. Goodness me, I can't. My brain today. Can't open it unless you go back to Amanizar. Okay, new plan. Go to Amanizar. Get a good blessing, because the one I have right now is not my favorite. I'm going to take a quick break. And then we will check back in on this Void Strike and go and finish our prey target. And then after that Void Assault is done, we just need to do one more, and then our weekly will be finished as well. Basically just like doing a little bit of weekly stuff and a little bit of achievement hunting at the same time. Right, Janalai Oe increases your intellect. Yeah, I think that's right. I just like the raw throughput of that. Can't say no. Right, I'm just going to take a short break. I'll be back soon. Alrighty. Full transparency, I just slammed a donut. And I'm not even sorry about it. I think my body needed the sugar. Okay. We got our buff. We were gonna go and do the Void Strike. There's one now down south. I really want to bake donuts. I've never made them before, but I also never, like, bake dough of any kind, so maybe I need to temper my expectation. Also, if I become able to efficiently create donuts of my own accord, that's a slippery slope, mama, because it's like my weakness. Never baked dough? Probably as a kid during school at some point I would have attempted bread. I don't really remember it though. I'm more likely to have baked with like pastry, you know? Yeah, I feel like I've probably never really baked with dough. Is that crazy? I feel like that's kind of maybe to be expected, I don't know. If we eat like pizza that's not takeout pizza, I'm not, you know, making the dough for that. I don't make my own bread. I never have, although I would quite like to start. I do a lot of baking, but I don't make dough. I make cakes and like biscuits, muffins. Dough's just, it can be a bit of a nuisance because of all the rising times and everything. Commitment. Would 100% call pastry a dough? Oh, see, I wouldn't. I would say that you treat pastry very differently from dough. I guess in my head, pastry and dough are two very different things, but that might just be like a cultural, geographical difference, which is fair enough. Gotta bake cinnamon buns, I promise you it'll be worth it. Yeah, I bet it would be. Loff and I were in bed scrolling on TikTok at some point, and he came across these. They're like cinnamon swirls or cinnamon buns, but savory. So take the cinnamon out. It was just the same shape and the same pastry and everything, but it was like cheesy garlic cinnamon buns, minus the cinnamon. Cheesy garlic twists, I think they called them. And the way Loft looked at me and was like, "Can you make that?" To which I said, "I can try, but they might be horrible." I have since not attempted it. Oh, wait. I finished the Void Strike. I did, yeah. Guess we can finish this world quest while we're here. I love this fish form, it's so cute. Or, it's pretty, I should say. Don't know if it's necessarily cute. Pastry like a croissant we call smerdai, which means butter dough, which is why I got confused. Oh, okay, fair enough. Probably butchered the pronunciation, I'm sorry. I know Swedish and Norwegian are similar, but I also know that Norwegian has the I don't know what else to call it other than the line through the O. And I know that it's pronounced whereas in Swedish you have the umlaut, which I do know the name of, but I'm pretty sure it makes the same sound. But I mean, that sounded shady what you just said. That sounded way Norwegian what you just said. uh, Actually, Bowman, you've just made me realize I think British cinnamon buns and at least Scandinavian cinnamon buns are different. Unless they are just two different things and I'm being stupid. Because I feel like typically in the UK, a cinnamon... Hang on a minute. Maybe I'm learning the difference between a cinnamon swirl and a cinnamon bun. A cinnamon bun is made of dough. A cinnamon swirl is made of like the pastry, like a croissant would be, like you said. Do you have both? Because, I mean, if we were just talking about cinnamon buns, then I need to shut up. I feel like in the UK, I'm used to seeing cinnamon swirls, which are pastry. And then I know from time in Norway, we've eaten plenty of cinnamon buns, which are like bread dough. Gosh. Using. No, I know you weren't being shady, Bowman, don't worry. I'm just pulling your leg. There's actually a achievement here I should be tracking. Cosmic Exterminator. 100 corrupted creatures. Void corrupted, to be precise. So we want to tag as many void beasts as possible here. Including the capybaras, sadly. Are these guys void corrupted? They are. Useful. Discord. I don't even have Discord open. My PC's been struggling today. I'm not really sure what's been going on. But I won't have Discord open for long because it tends to use up a lot of my bandwidth. Oh. Yeah. I've definitely eaten one of those, Bowman. Made with bread, not pastry. Yeah. Wonder if I can, like, find you an image. Cinnamon swirl, we call them. Oh, these look boo-boo. I guess like this. That's more likely what you'll find in the UK. But it's like flaky pastry, like a croissant. Okay, so that assault actually ended a lot sooner than I wanted it to, because we could have made a lot of progress on that achievement, but I wasn't locked in enough, so... My bad. Let's do the prey while we're up north. And let me get these cinnamon buns off my screen. This talk is not good for my diet. Google cinnamon spell. I do not support this at all. Do not put the white stuff on cinnamon buns. Illegal. Oh yeah, I'm not. I might have to be with spice on this one. I'm down. But to be fair, Bowman, the photo you sent in Discord is the same thing. It's just not drizzled. They're like little crystals. Which, to be fair, it looks nicer. Depending on how much of a gutter brain you are, the drizzled stuff can look suspicious at best. I would say I think it's better than having it dry. Sometimes cinnamon buns can be a little dry, but I guess that depends on the freshness. I think also the ones that have the icing sugar like drizzled on, they feel a lot more indulgent because it's just so much extra sugar. There we go. We can probably leave, can we? Yeah, we're probably not doing 12 more void assaults today, or void strikes. Completely different taste. Oh, it's not I thought it was just like ice, like solidified icing sugar, like the stuff that you drizzle, but in tiny little hardened crystals. They certainly taste very sweet. Hey, we've learned that we all like cinnamon buns a little differently around here. Oh dear. Well, I just ate a jam donut. Do you guys prefer, if your donut is going to be filled with a filling, should it be jam or should it be not Discord? I just read Spice's message and almost said, would you like your donut filled with Discord? Custard. Because in the UK, I feel like the two most common fillings of a donut is jam or custard. Also, the way it probably just sounded like I was about to say, would you like your donut filled with dick? Because I said dit and then stopped talking. No, thank you. Would totally eat both, naturally. Likewise. Discord didn't let me send a message? Oh, is it letting you send now? Might be a role issue. I'm not very good at Discord stuff. Fuck me up. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Don't worry, Spice. That's all good. Our Swedes are very proud of our cinnamon buns. We defend them very fiercely. I mean, as you should. I do like I've only been to Sweden for like a spa trip. But in Norway, I've had like cinnamon buns in different formats, which has been very entertaining. Like cinnamon knots. Kind of similar to the photo you sent, actually, Bowman. It is a bun, but the dough's just been knotted together, so it looks fascinating as opposed to a swirl. I didn't open my surplus bag of party favors. Okay. And take my anything that's BOP or soulbound. You can have it.
I hope you find it.
Okay. And then deposit the rest in the bank. Still haven't logged on to my priest to disenchant all of this stuff. My bank's going to be full soon. If you look at any Swedish conversation online,
Katya?
the white sauce buns are
May I
posted.
please have a sip of water?
Everyone just calls them the mind in the gutter white stuff bun. Mekex, thank you for the hydration check. Good afternoon. How are you? Everybody drink water. Mind your business. That's probably a reference that people aren't familiar with, actually. Come to think of it. Some people.
Pleasantries can wait. Fight well.
Okay, getting a ton of gold today because we're just like ticking off all of our weekly quests. They all have like 2k gold in them. Okay, where are we at? The soiree is done. Technically the prey is done. Legends of the Harinair. We need to investigate this. Because I've done it now on my druid. I think that means that I can't return to them unless I bring an alt. But we can go and figure it out. Depends what kind of jam. Raspberry jam, custard, strawberry jam. Oh, fascinating. See, for me it's jam till I die. Raspberry is definitely this. Custard comes last. I can't with cold custard. I find it... It's not for me. Warm custard is lovely. Like, this is going to sound very British of me for a second, but like a warm, fresh apple crumble, which is like an apple pie, but instead of pastry, it's I think it's like biscuit crumbs. Oh my god, why can't I think what an apple crumble is? Anyway, with warm custard, delightful. But like cold custard is I can't do it. Don't get me wrong, I probably could. Bit tired, but okay. How are you? Yeah, feeling much the same as you, Mekex, but happy to see you. Hope you're able to take today nice and easy. You speak to me, girl. Spice, do we have the same like flavor profile? Is that what's going on here? Call that smulldie? I'm looking this up. Oh yeah, look at that. Does it have apple or can you like change the fruit? In fact, it looks red. Is that strawberry? Smulldie. English. Crumbly dough or crumble topping. Oh, cute. Yeah, actually that does kind of make sense with my very basic Norwegian knowledge. That's cute that you also call it a crumble. Apple crumble with cold custard. Ooh. Oh. Delicious. No. I think that's exactly what's going on and I'm hungry. I'm sorry, Spice. We start talking about like what's a food that you don't like? Or we could just stop talking about food, period. Chronicles of the Harinair. This is irritating. Okay. We should probably do Seeker's Trail, because that will tick off the 3 in 1. Then we need 1 lament, 2 words, and 2 tending the lands. And I'm going to see if my priest can come and do this as well. And potentially any alts, but I'm fairly sure it's a max level thing exclusively. So, Chronicler of the Harinair. There's apple, strawberry. My favorite is strawberry rhubarb, but apple is a close second. Strawberry rhubarb, interesting. I feel like the UK does apple and rhubarb. Maybe I'm making that up. Rhubarb's quite divisive, I feel like. Seeker's Trail. Here we go. We need the Alhara Bloom, which is this one. Only I was paying attention when we did this the first time.
Find the forgotten.
I love rhubarb so much, but it is quite divisive. I have a feeling you have to cook it very well. Or very specifically, otherwise it goes bad really quickly. Am I right? I haven't had rhubarb in years. I feel like my grandmother used to grow it in her garden. But that was when I was a child, and I feel like children probably, generally speaking, don't enjoy rhubarb. You have to like plaster it in sugar for it to be enjoyable. Rhubarb is sour and gross, but cooked rhubarb is sweet and a little sour, but just lovely. I think maybe I'm thinking about beetroot. Beetroot's that super like earthy taste, which you typically wouldn't put in a dessert. It's just a similar color. There we go. Did we do it? Seeker's Trail 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Learn about Alhara's gift. Hang on a second. Don't you have to vision walk and then go over here? To stand in the stillness where her presence once stirred, there is no small honor. Go now and listen with more than ears. Hang on. No, did you have to add sugar? Yes. I think that's what I'm remembering. To be fair though, the types of apples you cook with to make desserts are also super sour, so I think it's just a case of usually cooking desserts with fruits requires a good amount of sugar. You don't just toss in the regular apples that you would pick up from a fruit bowl and eat. Some people probably would. Is it this? I feel like I'm not getting progress on the quest, although I've just had a crazy thought. What if I abandon it and then do the others? Then I can do the achievement today. Oh, so smart sometimes. Over here. And then can I pick up another one?
I listen and remember.
Okay, we need Lament. I'm assuming it goes this way. Waynan's Ward. Oh. Oh no. Hang on. No, I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd been so smart.
Until we are,
Thought I could choose a new
I can
artifact.
all learn.
Damn it. Okay, we'll try this again. I tried Ladkaka. I think it might exist in Norway. I feel like I've not heard of it. What is that? There we go. I think I bugged out my quest.
They listen and wait it in the quiet places where memory clings.
May as well do it for the rep. And then I might try bringing my priest. Just to see if we can do 2 different artifacts in 1 week. I feel like probably not, but worth a shot.
Some creatures still sang in harmony with her. Stones echoed
Sticky chocolate cake, super gooey. No, I don't think so.
the songs
Sounds delicious.
share its tune.
Oh, it's like a... Yeah, okay, I see. I don't think I've had this, but it looks, yeah, like a... almost like a brownie. Do they... I don't mean to be like super stereotypical. I feel like I see those in the cafeterias in IKEA. Unless that's just a chocolate brownie.
Echo of feeling.
Also, IKEA, so British of me, I'm sorry.
She was the warmth it left behind. The seeker
You don't put any baking powder in it, so it doesn't become like a real cake. Kind of like a brownie, but also kind of not. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes it super, kind of like dense, but in a gooey, chewy way. I'm so sorry to Spice, who is hungry.
but something left behind,
We're being mean.
and it was enough.
There we go.
She did not return, but something of her remained, blooming in the silence for those who remember.
My God. Oh, you're German? I love little our response. Leave me alone. My friend who I had dinner with on Saturday, she ended up picking out an item of food. How do you guys say this? They were chicken, breaded chicken with garlic parsley thing in the middle. And she was like, "Oh, we could have these Kievs." And I wasn't like a actually. I just happened to say it. Oh yeah, Spice. I've just made a tit of myself. That is actually how it's spelled. I did spell it like the city. Maybe I'm the tit here. Hang on. No. Oh, it's a Russian spelling, bruh.
No. That's the Ukrainian.
That's what I just said.
K-I.
Kiev is Ukrainian.
Yeah, K-I.
Kiev, Russia. But yeah, okay. Okay. So I still don't feel bad about the fact that I spelled it Kiev because Kiev is the Russian spelling. Apparently, I just learned this. To be fair, on the packaging of the food that we bought, it did say Kiev, Kievs, or without the S. And yeah, my friend was like Kiev, which for some reason it just reeks of British. And I didn't even clock that she said Kiev until I said, "Yeah, I suppose we could do the Kievs." And she went, "Oh my God, you just made me sound like an idiot. Like me saying, Kiev, do you want a Kiev, love?" And then I said Kiev and she got embarrassed. I was like, I would say exactly like your friend. Am I just outnumbered? Am I just here to make a tit out of myself? I feel like people say Kyiv, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. I have to look this up now. I'm getting frustrated. Chicken Kiev pronunciation. Fuck. Okay, according to Google pronunciation, I'm saying it wrong. So I need to shut up. Well, my friend thought I was really smart, so I guess I'll just live in that I'll just live in that cloud of denial. It's like, no, you are smart. You are. Delulu. See, it turns out I'm the one that's stupid, and I probably should message my friend and be like, just so you're aware, I thought I was doing something. I wasn't, so. Love you, girl. Anyway. I was not... Okay, What's next on the list? Let's see. I'm gonna check if my priest can come to Harandar and do another one of these quests. Oh god. I get so pissed off at myself sometimes. It's actually outrageous. Do they even originate from Ukraine? Is that why they're called that? Oh, a lot is happening. No thank you. No TY. Worship the lower. I don't need to do this. Arendar. Isn't she adorable? Never had a Kiev woman? I mean, it's kind of like basic, I suppose. It's breaded chicken. I feel like it's typically chicken breast. And then there's a like pocket inside that has garlic, parsley, kind of butter or oil in it. So as you cut into it, it like spills out, kind of like a sauce, but from the inside. Harandar. I do quite like them, but I find them always too big. Like they're very filling. Google says that's true. Which part? So I say it wrong. Have I also described it wrong? Oh, I can do another one. Let's go. Why can't I? Oh my god, no, I can't. You lie to me. You lie. Why do you lie? Did come across 100% as Turkeys being born in Turkey. Apparently Kievs are Ukrainian. Wait, I came across as that or Google did? Okay, that is really teasing of you, Kasame. We can't be doing that. I thought you were going to let us pursue another relic. When I was a small child and learned the word turkey in English, that's exactly why I thought they were called that. Weirdly, I've like never thought about it I don't know why.
Till we are needed.
Select a relic to pursue. I would love to, but you're not letting me. Never mind. Where you said if Kiev's a Ukrainian because of the city. I mean, I feel like that's a bit more specific than Turkey being from Turkey. Because a turkey's just an animal. But a Kiev is a dish. Was it really bad of me to ask that question? I also really struggled with oranges being called oranges because it made me awfully confused about if the color of the fruit came first. Great point. I had the same issue when I was learning Spanish. Because they have the same thing. Also, pink in Spanish is rosa. But rosa also means rose. So I was, yeah, I struggled with that when I was first learning, but I was quite young. Okay. I assume that most of the people in my chat are teasing me, but just thought I'd ask. In Swedish too, yeah, similar to Norwegian as well, come to think of it. I don't know who that is. All in love and respect. It better be. I'm just kidding. Okay. I think the Chronicles of the Harrenhal are done for this week. Unfortunately. Random prey. Do we have more void assaults in us? Maybe. It would get the achievement done. We could, like, double up again. Go back to Silvermoon. Pick up a random nightmare prey. Oh no, it won't necessarily be in Zulaman. The little Cappy next to a giant owl is so funny. Such a baby. It's my son. In fact, he kind of needs a name. You can't be wriggling capybara. I really want to name him Reginald. Although there is a Sir Reginald. Kiev. And you can all fuck off. I don't mean it. Oh dear. I mean, I can roll the dice. What is it? Roll the dice and steal the rice. I remember. Randomized hunt. You can choose the difficulty, not the location.
These thorn speakers have strayed from their path.
Damn it.
Harvest their power for our
Okay, it's in Harrendar. Do I need her for a start? Lisette? I do. Okay, that's a good start. So I've been playing this game for years and didn't know you could name your pets. Yeah, completely. It's like a must. Can't have a capybara called Wriggling Capybara. Okay, now I need to figure out like what I'm actually doing. Let's go and do this Nightmare Prey. Cinema YouTube short of this whole thing. Eva fights with chat about the pronunciation of this dish. Eva gaslights her community. Yeah, I swear I whispered this person back. So confused. You just reminded me actually, I was supposed to post a TikTok today and I forgot. Been sat in my draft. I used a trap for science. It did about 15%. It's something if you're in a bit of a pickle. Do the rare. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a dumbass. Fish, rares, and elites always do so much damage. With them sharp teeth. Don't mind me.
Do not end them yet. Savor the hunt. And
Estelle, you are so creepy, honey.
their fear.
You guys fancy some player housing streams this week? I keep thinking about doing housing and then other things just end up taking priority. But I need to go back to God's country eventually. My house. Need to go and dust out the cobwebs. So your house is God's country? Where else would it be? Take me back to God's country. Okie dokie. I guess we can do the small treasures because they do progress your hunt as well. Believe?
One misstep was all it took. Make
Told
them
ya.
regret giving up their pathetic holdout.
Right, Druid versus Druid. Let's have it. Suppose we can do the other rare first. Still haven't seen one of these mounts. This is a beautiful model. Feel bad killing this one. She gets one CE achievement and now she's literally God. Ariana Grande did say God is a woman. Okay, this is attempt 11 for either the Rootstock Grimlinks or the Vibrant Petalwing. Ooh. The Grimfang Shank made me think that maybe I got a mount, but I didn't. It's an appearance. The little thorn dagger. Yeah, Spice, I believe. How does it work? Every rare in the Midnight Zones has a chance to drop one of 2 mounts specific to their zone, but you only have 2 rares a day and have a chance to drop it, I believe. So like, now that I've done my 2 Harandar rares, if another rare spawned, I won't have a chance of a mount from killing that one. But like, if I went and did a Voidstorm rare, I would have a chance to get a Voidstorm rare mount. I believe that's how it works. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, there's 8 mounts total. 2 from Eversong Woods, 2 from Zul'Aman, 2 from Harandar, 2 from Voidstorm. I think. Oh. Oh my god, I couldn't move out of the route. That was scary. I will take my reimbursement of anguish, I think.
I would have expected no less of a hunt from such hardy.
Oh, renown level 10. Did I just finish Prey? I did. The way it, like, I didn't get an achievement or anything. We're finished with Prey, you guys. Well, with the renown. There you go. Kind of like that system. Saves the whole burnout of spam farming them always being down. I agree. I think it's a better way to do it. Oh, another quest. Preferential killing. The anguish you've brought me has been impeccable, as potent and complex as a finely aged wine. Normally, scrying the rough whereabouts of our targets takes me time and power, but using these overflowing stores of anguish, I can find anyone you desire to slaughter. This achievement just became so much easier. I did not know this was a thing. Your offerings bore me. I want to choose my own hunt. Yes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Which target do you seek to slaughter? Period. Now we can literally just go down the list. I just trivialized this achievement big time. So if I said I needed Magister Sunbreaker, and you can choose where, so I'm going to say Zul'Aman, and you can choose the difficulty. Astalor. That's horny. Oh, shit. I've come to realize I am also hungry. We were doing a lot of dessert talk, weren't we? Oh my god, that is outrageous. So now we can like spam Nightmare Prey in Zul'Aman while we work on Void Strikes. Productive. Oh. Just gonna see to this rare. Has a chance to drop some kind of Armani Eagle. Armani Sharp Talon. I did not get it. Oh, I think Bitter Bark is a Void Strike, so I should get there and do that quickly. So that we can work on our Void Exterminator, Cosmic Exterminator achievement.
Darkness is corrupting the wilds of
Here we go.
Slay the
Oh no, it's actually over.
spell the energy.
Okay, well, I got these guys.
Darkness is gone. In time, the wilds will recover. You have our thanks.
Well, at least it means people are out here doing the assaults. Oh, this is gonna suck for me. As long as we use Bear Form, Heart of the Wild, we are fine. More or less. Ouch.
The Ethereals want to steal life from our lands. Hunt them down and break their machines.
Kill for me. Now!
Distracted by traps. Okay. Forget how to do this. So for now, I'll just kill mobs. Oh yes, you throw batteries at the pylon. So I can actually just stay in bird form. Like, berry back and forward with these batteries. Such a blessing of being a druid. Yoink. Battery. We're carrying with this. So now I need to kill something. Oh, a little capybara. I can't do it. I had to kill a little bird. Terrible. Goodbye. There we go.
Machines. Huh, so breakable. Well done.
We can do the world quest, the prey world quest, which will probably reveal the target.
Your target is harvesting power here. Destroy the sources and evade their little guards.
No. Oh, I got it. Let's go. One more.
Do not get caught so quickly. I intend to savor this.
I do that more often than I care to admit, honestly.
We simply cannot have them gaining the upper hand, can we?
Lovely. They're not quite revealed yet, though.
The scurrying rat has stopped
Never mind.
breath. Eviscerated.
Ten more void strikes in Zalaman, and we'll get the achievement. And then we have to do the same next reset in Everest onwards. Although I could just do something as simple as like 5 assaults a day. And that would take maybe half an hour, depending on how many people are there and how locked in I am, I suppose. Rather than trying to just like push it all in one go and getting crazy burnt out, because it does go kind of slowly. Perfect. And then for a not for a random hunt, for a determined hunt, 150 anguish plus all the other stuff. So there's like a lot of benefit to doing the predetermined ones. You don't have to take one reward, you can take everything, including extra anguish and 500 mile and crests. Pretty nice, honestly. Where'd my lip balm go? So I've left my lip balm in my other joggers. Okay. Oh, you can do...
Lingers on you.
Damn it.
The sun will
I thought I could just do as many predetermined hunts as I wanted. Is it 1 a week? Pick your poison. That doesn't tell me. Is pick your poison once per week or once daily? Wow. A weekly lockout. We do still have to do the randomized hunts. Want to push some 20 keys? Talking about you, not me. Wait, I have to push 20 keys? Undetected. Time gate deployed. Mission successful, honestly, Spice. They almost had me there. Disgusting. Okay. Give me this. Give me that. Damn mount. Greyseeker's Wrath. Oh, this is kind of tea, actually. She can't even wear it. It's... Oh, yes, she can. It's a cosmetic. Oh. This for like a rogue. Love. Okay, the rucksack's kind of cringe. Whoa. Oh my god, a Hearthstone. I'm buying that immediately. I love Hearthstone toys. Hell yeah. Wait, which one's leather? It's not bad. I love the glowing red eyes. But the rest is kind of meh. Time to push 20 keys on stream. I should probably do a Mysara Cavern because there is a weekly quest for that and I do like rep. But Mysara is like my least favorite dungeon. Let me prioritize some decor here for a second. I think those are the 2 that you buy. The rest you have to unlock. So that's good. We're free to spend that anguish on other cosmetics, but I should save some remnants for randomized hunts. I suppose we could do a little prey transmog for a while. I've had this white, black and purple look for a long time, which is very hard to see because we're in a red room. Maybe I can learn to love this. Oh, the Hearthstone animation, of course. We should have looked at that first. Greyseeker's Hearthstone, you ready? I've even got Kiev here with me. It's not bad. It's very gory. I thought something else was going to happen. Maybe when the cast goes off, there's like a explosion of blood. But I'm not going to use my Hearthstone to go 30 seconds around the corner. Unused Venthir toy, maybe. They do have a Venthir Hearthstone too. It's so boo-boo. Have you seen it? It's just a gravestone floating around you. Doesn't really eat compared to the Night Fae one, in my opinion. That's pretty. Even the Maldraxxus one's kind of nice, honestly. If there was a Kyrian one, I never got it for some reason. Seems like a shame that they wouldn't give you a whole ensemble for this. This is great, but it's not going to go with anything. I can't stop going back to this transmog ensemble, so I'm going to buy it. And then maybe I should just leave it for now. I haven't bought either of the pets yet. Okay, I'm buying Voldy. Because he's adorable. Sometimes the Void's call is faint, so smaller, younger Void Walkers heed its call. He is big and mighty. He protect, he attack. But mostly he eats snack. Really liking the light cooled on my paladin from this X pack. Super nice. Yeah, that is a cute one. Doesn't fit my druid all that much, but it is cute. We've collected so many Hearthstones. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. 22 Hearthstones? Oh, actually, one of them isn't a toy. It's the actual Hearthstone. So I guess 21. What on earth was I going to do? I was hoping I could continue to do Void Assaults with Prey in Zulaman, but that has been time-gated. We did also consider a Mysara Cavern. This is what my vault looks like. I haven't done enough to get my last dungeon vault slot. I have 3 if you include the one in my bags. Just means there's all the more Hearthstones out there for you to try and collect if that's of interest to you. I don't really know where it came from, to be honest, for me. I guess I cottoned on to the fact that Blizzard kept feeding us new cosmetic Hearthstones from various events and holidays, and I was like, you know what? We all press Hearthstone all the time. It does get a bit boring seeing the same old animation. Let's switch it up. And then it became a little hobby. When they put services on sale next time, I might have to race change because I've cooked up so many cute transmogs, but none of them look good on my undead character. Oh, I bet that's not true. I mean, I know what you mean because they have a certain like posture that doesn't necessarily exhibit transmog the best. I sometimes have issues with my troll just because trolls low-key, like her posture and her model works for most transmog. The main thing is just her hands and her feet. Like the feet are criminal. like bird feet, but troll. The time walking dungeon. So they do time walking dungeons. Do they also do time walking raids? And if so, does it drop relevant gear? Time walking raids do exist, yeah. Only at the same time as the time walking event. But I'm pretty sure there's only time walking raids for. There's one in Cataclysm. You can do the Firelands. Maybe you can do like Molten Core classic time walking. I don't think you can do every expansion's time walking. There isn't a raid for every single one, I don't believe. But it drops like. I'm pretty sure it drops similar to the time walking dungeons in terms of item level gear. They're super pretty. Might have to try and get them all. Sounds fun to collect them. Yeah, usually it's a pretty simple task as well. Like there are some slightly annoying ones. Usually the holiday related ones is just a case of grind out a bunch of the holiday specific currency and buy it. So I remember just farming a abhorrent amount of Easter eggs for Noble Garden to get the Noble Gardener's Hearthstone, stuff like that. But hey, once you got it, you got it. If I did heroic Firelands time walking, would it be equivalent to hero gear? I don't think so, no. First of all, it would be technically considered LFR, in which case you wouldn't get hero gear anyway. I don't believe it's heroic difficulty when you queue for it, it's LFR. Feels pointless then, unless you just want to do it for fun. Yeah, I guess. To be honest, I don't know why people do it. I don't do the time walking raids when they're out. I do the dungeons for leveling and that's about it. I guess people do it for time walked badges because I think you do get 500 time walk badges for doing the quest to do a time walking raid. And 500 time walk badges is quite substantial, given the mounts are usually about 3,000. Okay. I need to stop floating around and figure out what's going on. The to-do list has more random prey, more void assaults. I'm going to take ritual sites out. I don't feel like that's the tea today. Just like out of curiosity, I suppose. Hmm. There was a lot of druids in that group, although they do have a lust already. Gosh, all of these keys are like 10 and above. $18 Mysara Caverns. 19. 20. Oh gosh. I would be sweating. $13 relaxed. I think people are just very picky. I could try and get into a 4. It would be terribly humbling if I got declined. I fear I might alt F4. If all else fails, we can specific queue for a heroic or a normal. I'm not above it. Do you reckon they can see my talent loadout? Like if they've got a certain add-on, then they're looking at my suboptimal loadout because I'm in open world talents, and they're like, she doesn't know how to play. Yes, I do. We got in. I even have a teleport. That's how good I am. Gosh, I feel like I'm going to sleep like a log tonight. I'm like wiped out. That's where I realized I don't have anything. I've got food, flask, 1 weapon oil left. I've got health pots. I've got combat pots. I think. Did my stream drop out for a second, Spice? I didn't notice anything on my side. Gosh, cross your fingers for me. If this gets depleted, I will be running this on normal or heroic, I think. Oh, really? It could have been me, I suppose. I haven't dropped any frames, and my internet's been okay so far. Oh well. If we were out, then we're back. I suppose that's the main thing. Oh, it was me. How weird. To be fair, I've been having some weird, like, frame issues today, and only today. I've closed as many things in the background as I possibly can. Having said that, Discord is open. Get rid of that. My apologies. But we do have an ethereal transmorpher, so I'm actually not sure who I am, but I feel like I'm probably from BC. You from the Sunwell? Are you from Yai? Are you one of his Goonies? Nope. I'm not Solarian. What did I say when I step forward? I will see that you are properly welcomed. A dungeon? Here I am. I'm Commander Saranis from the Botanica. Surprised I found that, honestly. Is Miss Thing okay? Had my energy drink in the freezer and I opened it and now it's all over my As in, you left it in too long and it exploded? Or you just spilled it? Loft sometimes puts like a can in the freezer for like a short period to make it super cold, and I feel like every time I'm like, don't do that. Oh no, Bowman. I hope you're okay. I hope your stuff is okay. How scary. Sorry, I'm not laughing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
5, 4,
You can laugh.
2, 1.
Ooh, that's a big pack. I don't have my current combat potions on my bar. They were the wrong rank. Fabulous. So I just used my cooldowns with no potion. Additional stuff. If it wasn't at least kind of funny, I wouldn't have said it. I suppose, yeah, it was very vulnerable of you to share that with us today. Who do you predict's going to end up on top of the damage meters by the end of this dungeon? We've got Frost CK Survival Hunter Balance Druid. I think it should be the Survival Hunter, if I'm being honest.
Who be stealing my kill? Who be letting Alazi's little kittens go?
I hope all these things you've poured on your keyboards and stuff, Bowman, have been accidental. Not just... I wonder if this will be okay. I'm a bit the same, though. No, what I meant to say was... I'm actually the opposite, because... I've had the same keyboard. I've had the same setup, besides a new pair of headphones, since this PC was built in 2021. So there are parts of my PC that absolutely could do with being replaced, like some of the internal parts of my PC. But I mean, the mouse, yeah, she needs replacing too, actually. The scroll wheel button doesn't work. My keyboard just needs a clean, because I wear hand cream and moisturizer a lot of the time, so my keys get greasier quicker. I don't love it, but I also don't love dry hands, so bite me. Microphone's been the same. Monitor's the same. I got a second vertical monitor. Loft goes through his keyboards a lot faster than me because his button mashing and my button mashing are not the same. And also he's a League of Legends player. So sometimes the way he clicks his keys in a hectic fight, I think, whoa, I don't think I've ever pressed my keys like that.
What does my eagle spy with her shiny eyes? A trespasser, an interloper.
Oh, it was going to be someone. Just let me get set up here. I'll be right there. That's the DPS. Obligatory, who does he main? Good question. I don't think he necessarily mains anyone. Like, he sort of plays everything. And actually he was doing this challenge for a while where he went down a list of every league champion and played it until he won a match. I made him an Excel sheet with every league champion on it. He's not here right now. I think he's in the kitchen. But if he were here, he would probably be able to give you a better idea of what he plays, because I know like the basics of League, but I don't even know what his like role he prefers. ADC maybe? I don't think he's a tank main or a support main. Whoa, this is new. Oh my goodness, please be careful.
Oh, you look like a good cat.
Last weekend I poured a whole energy drink in this keyboard. I managed to save it, and last year I spilled water on it. My goodness. Sounds like, Roman, you need every beverage of yours on your desk to be presented to you in a closed top bottle with like a straw or something. I don't make a huge habit of having lots of like cans or glasses of things at my desk, to be fair. I always have my bottle of water, which if I spilt it, not much would come out. To be fair, I suppose I do bring my mug quite a lot. And sometimes in an evening I will have a glass of something. She says, I was actually drinking wine at my desk on Friday, by the way. From a glass, mind you, not a bottle. So, I don't know. I don't know if I should res this mage. I mean, I have PI right now, so heh. Whoa. I think I had a little bit of lag just there. Yeah, I am lagging.
Dat is wel daarvan dat ik hier wel ben.
Having some lag issues, which is fun. Sorry, guys. Let's hope it's nothing. Oh, gosh. No! Let's hope that was just a blip. Everything in my background is closed. I mean, I can quit Spotify.
The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil. Follow me. That not
Used to have a mouse. Oh wait, I've missed quite a few messages, sorry.
Magic, using the souls of the dead in powerful magic spells. I hope this is not why they brought my king here.
Spice was interested in who you main in League. And I tried to say that you don't really, you kind of main everything.
Oh yeah.
He just plays. Fresh Lee Sin, been playing a lot of Diana of late. Tried a similar challenge before, got past the A champions and couldn't keep going. Loth ended up doing quite well, to be fair. I think the only reason he stopped was because midnight happened. Nuh-uh.
It'd be worse than
We are pulling a lot of trash.
many of my people have
I am very curious. Used to have a house a couple years ago and a mouse a couple years ago. Clicked it too much, so the mouse button just snapped. Oh my gosh. I think I broke my middle mouse button from playing too much Sims, because you could click the middle mouse button down to rotate the camera. And now it does work, but it's very intermittent. And I still haven't replaced it. Oof. Unless there's like skip tech I don't know about, I think we are overcount by quite a margin. But I can't tank, so what do I know? I have just about everything you can think of on my desk. Really? I have so much content related stuff that I don't really have room for anything else. I have 2 monitors, my Nintendo Switch dock, a phone stand, a tripod with a camera, a keyboard, a Stream Deck, a USB port with 4 ports in it, a desk mat, a mouse and a keyboard, and a coaster. Actually very tidy right now, which I tend to prefer to keep it.
Katya, may I please have a sip of water?
Thank you, Mechex, for the hydration check. I have nothing. The bear druid is currently topping the meters, or it was. The rest of the room is spotless, but this desk. Oh, really? How interesting.
She doing? She's
Do you know
ready.
why that is?
Twisting them, feeding them to that monster. There are souls still that we can save. You confront her.
I would categorize myself as quite a minimalist person, and I do like to keep things tidy. I feel like if I see mess, I feel stressed. I'm sure Loth can attest.
Your soul be forfeit.
Oh gosh. Okay. I need to read this diabolical count of what's around Bowman's desk. I'm fearful just looking at the size of that paragraph. Who's gonna get sniped? Okay. Six cans of Pepsi, 9 cans of energy drinks, a bowl, a bag of candy, 4 pairs of socks, 2 random cardboard things, I don't know what they are, 1 deodorant, my wallet, 2 glasses, video game controller, Switch, PC, hand cream, hairbrush, microphone, a pair of smart headphones, black nail polish, a mix of pills, not narcotic. That would have, yeah, that would have been a bridge too far if you had narcotics. Everything else is fine, but you've just prompted Loft to start tidying his desk, I think. Oh dear, I'm not going to expose him. His desk's not dirty. Or untidy, neither. The 4 pairs of socks sent me. No further questions, Your Honor. Oh. Worth it. Well, maybe this count is actually going to work out to be pretty good. I'm sorry I ever doubted this tank. It just felt like we pulled so much more before the first boss. It's over, but we're not going to be at like 110%. We were pulling packs before the first boss that I didn't even know existed. I'm gonna tidy on Thursday. Right. No, I believe you, Bowman. We'll report back in on either Thursday evening stream or Friday stream, and we'll have a recount of what's on the desk. Hold you accountable. In fact, I've screenshotted what you have told us is around your desk right now. Oh. That was nice. Right, let's not enter a new eclipse right now, because we're about to leave. Excusez-moi. Oh, I got PI. Let's freaking go. So many star surges. Yippee! Thank goodness for that. No bonus route. No bonus rolls for me today. Oh. Whoa. I got a pattern. And a fist weapon. Okay, he does not need that. This is midnight leather working. Interesting. Oh, damn. None of them said, like, thank you or anything. All right. Ah, damn. Stuff that I said was on mine honestly doesn't even seem bad now. Maybe I can start calling myself a tidy person. What's MechX got? 2 screens, USB hub, speakers. I haven't had speakers in years. I kind of miss them though. Headphones, wallet, phone, jar of 20 pens, calculator, box of USB sticks, 4 rolls of vitamins, pack of cookies, box of my meds, measuring tape, pile of papers, 6 books, 3 packs of tea, daylight lamp, pack of sticky notes, pack of pins, and a pack of staples. That is a lot. How big are y'all's desks? I would not be able to fit all of that on here. I just have like a desk from IKEA. IKEA, yeah. I'll send a photo. Pretty big desk. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose, to be fair, like, I probably have a bog standard desk size, but there are lots of desks out there that are much bigger. Can I sell this, or is it like super cheap? Oh, let's just save this for a potential leather worker, shall we? Okay, what do I have to do with this? Battery core? have to go to Void Storm. I have no idea what this is actually going to do, if anything. Right. Renown 18, 16, 16. It goes to the Singularity.
May victory be ours.
I've also got an IKEA desk. I imagine once we move into a bigger place, I might look to scale up a little bit. But I mean, what more am I going to have? I feel like more space only calls for mess. Like I have managed to put basically everything that I could need on this desk.
Let us forge a weapon worthy of your allies.
Speak to an ethereal in the Howling Ridge. Can do that.
Best keep your weapons ready.
Oh, me not reading any quest text. Sorry. Take the portal to Silvermoon, speak to a Lightforged Draenei. It's not mess, it's efficiency. We have everything we need right here. Well, I suppose this is true. I suppose you're right. I will say, I'll expose myself here since you guys have been so vulnerable. There's nothing on my desk, but my drawers are a little bit more chaotic. I have one side of my desk has drawers, and the top drawer, it makes me angry every time I open it, because it was originally meant to be like my, how would you categorize it? Hair care, hand care, like all those little bits that I need to like touch up my hair, moisturize my hands, put my hair up in something. I'm already pissed off. There's paracetamol needed. One hair clip of this variety. And another one. And another one. Because, hey, it's really important that I have the right color for the back of my head that you guys can't see. A hair clip of a different kind. I low-key wear this one more often though. Scrunchy. Hand cream 1. Hand cream 2. Hand cream 3. All of these are almost empty, by the way. There was another hand cream in there, but I put it in my purse. Ibuprofen, also needed, to be fair. A hairbrush. A sunglasses case. Compeed blister plasters. And my glasses, and a body spray. And then a pot that originally had just like hairpins, but now we've just got scrunchie of all different types. We've got satin ones, we've got silk ones, we've got fluffy ones, got regular elastics. And it all just, it's not in any like tray or container in the drawer, so it's all just rolling around. The rest of them are fine. Like the second drawer is stationary. So I've got my notebook, I've got some post-its, I've got some Norwegian grammar exercise books. My pencil case is usually in there, but it's in my purse right now or in my handbag. And then the third drawer is like gadgets and like extra cables, extra plugs, stuff for my camera, stuff for my mic. Oh, we're done. Okay. If you say so. I deliberately bought a desk without drawers for this specific reason. It's always how minimalist people are. It's tidy if you can't see it right. I'm like, I wanna challenge that, but I also kind of can't, so yeah. To be fair, I do use all of that stuff. It's just organized horribly, and like, if these hair clips came in a pack, like I got all of them. So if they're not going to be there, they're only going to be rolling about in a different drawer. Like, I have a separate container in the bathroom that has a bunch of my other hair stuff that I use on like wash days and stuff. Paracetamol is needed. Ibuprofen is for after stream or a headache. No, you guys are a delight. That sounded insincere, but I did mean it. It feels big because I'm tiny. I'm gonna roll the dice. Also, I ended up on top of the meters for that dungeon, just saying. None of you actually placed a bet, I don't think. I asked who's going to be on top of the meters and no one said me. Right, right. Okay, well. If anyone's interested, I topped the meters. One random nightmare hunt, please. Why can't I say that? Console Nebulor? Console? Oh, I actually do need it. Let's go. I thought I'd seen that name before. The ultimate test is your kitchen empty with all the stuff you actually need in some cupboard somewhere that's a hassle every time you need it, or is it actually organized and available? My family does this and it hurts my soul. All our pots, pans, and blender and everything is in a cupboard that's not even in the kitchen. Our kitchen, I would say everything is like where it should be. I think we don't have enough stuff at this current point in time to have a kitchen like that. Also, our kitchen's quite small. We do kind of just have the basics, and we have a very minimal amount of said basics. We only recently bought a second pack of cutlery. When we first moved in, we only bought the one, which to be fair came with, I think, like 6 of everything, 6 forks, 6 knives, 6 spoons, and then we bought some teaspoons. And given that it's just us two that live here, and we very rarely have guests, and we've so far never had anyone to stay for like a meal, 6 between the two of us is fine. But we happened to buy another pack of cutlery when we were last in IKEA, just to have it. We've got standard amount of crockery, like plates, bowls, small plates. We've got a couple different size saucepans. One big frying pan, one small frying pan, one colander. We don't have a sieve. Sometimes sieves are useful, like when I'm baking. Because a colander's, the holes are too thick. Yeah, we've got like what we need. And it's not like cupboards piled high that everything falls out when you open the doors. We don't even have, you know, gadgets really. Like we don't have to pull the rice cooker out or an air fryer. We've got like a coffee machine and a toaster and a microwave and a kettle. But those are out on the side, like on top of the counter, which I think is pretty standard. I would like some more gadgets. Like you can't really go wrong with an air fryer. They're just quite big. A rice cooker is probably something I would store in a cupboard and bring out when I need to cook rice. I'm 158, so the desk is almost as wide as I am short. Oh, that was almost very dangerous. What just happened? I'll check back in a year or so. Yeah, to be fair, we have talked about getting an air fryer, and we recently talked about getting a rice cooker, so slippery slope, you know? Gotta have a rice cooker, so good. Yeah. We don't cook rice that often, but I think it might honestly, at least for me, be the case of I hate cooking rice on the hob. And I feel like I can never do it right. A rice cooker would get it right every time, and it would make me want rice more often because the rice would be perfect and delicious. What? Back. Honestly, never used a rice cooker in my life. No, me neither. I mean, I grew up in a household where my mum always boiled rice herself. And I mean, she had her own little, very basic technique and it worked, but I have since had rice cooker rice and it is elite, in my opinion. No offense, mum. I just killed a rabbit. That's devastating. Rice on the hob is such a pain in the ass. It's enough of a bother having to wash the stuff. Now you got to babysit it for 15 minutes. Yeah, and I tried to do the thing of... Don't they say, like, once you've rinsed... Like, once you've washed the rice and then fill the pan with water with the rice in it, it should come up to the first knuckle on your finger or something. Is that right? I did that last time. The rice started sticking. So then I added some more and then it went mushy. I was like, oh, God. Don't get me wrong. First world problems, but like, shut up, you know? So annoying. You can get fairly decent air fryers pretty cheap these days. Yeah, I'd be happy to like buy a Ninja one or whatever, like splurge a little bit. It's just the size of them. I mean, it would be nice to get one that can do 2 containers at once, because I guess the smaller ones you can get will have 1. But I mean, a lot of people say that air fryers end up pretty much replacing their ovens, so it might end up being the case that we cook with an air fryer way more than we cook with an oven, which would then mean that we need more compartments. But then I think about a lot of the stuff that we cook nowadays, it's mostly all done on the hob, so Maybe we wouldn't use an air fryer as much as I think.
The scurrying rat has stopped to catch its breath. Eviscerated.
Let's wash it till the water's mostly clear. Then for each cup of rice, use 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water. So far hasn't failed me. Good shout. I should try that. Although, currently I don't believe we have measuring cups in this household. Do we know what 1 cup roughly relates to in milliliters? I could just get measuring cups, to be fair. They'd be like £3. What the hell? Why is he cooking me? There we go. Another nightmare hunt ticked off the list. Another effigy unlocked. Girl, please get some measuring cups. Measuring cups are so though. Like, I'm sorry. They're so nebulous to me. Like, what is a cup? What do you mean by that? Oh, you just use a random ass cup out the drawer? That's even worse, Spice. No, it's not. I mean, unless you're like following a recipe that calls for X amount of cups of something, a mug isn't the same, apparently. I suppose it doesn't matter for rice, no. Measuring cups, at least in the UK, I feel like it's quite a standard thing to just have in the drawer, to be fair. It's just not really top of your list when you're getting utensils and things for moving into a place. Also, when we bake in the UK, we use like grams and milliliters and stuff, so cups don't really enter the conversation unless I'm following an American recipe, in which case I have to rely on Google to try and convert for me.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles, like you.
Do you have a deciliter measuring? Oh, like a measuring jug? Yeah, we've got a couple of those. Like a mug, as long as it's 1 to 1.5. I don't think Rice cares if it's exactly a set volume, though. I never asked it. We don't know how she actually feels. I feel like I had a technique for cooking rice when I lived back with my parents whenever I cooked it, and for a while I had it right. I found some like recipe online somewhere because I quite like to boil rice, but then for the last like half or third of its cooking time, I want all the water gone and let it steam cook for the rest. It kind of makes it nice and like spongy. and like fluffy. Whereas I feel like if you boil it the whole time, it can very easily turn a bit stodgy, my mum would say. Like mushy, stodgy. And for a while I was able to steam cook my rice like quite well, and I feel like a rice cooker does that exact thing, which is would be perfect for me. That is how they work? Oh, cool. Probably shouldn't spend the money right this minute, but I might have a little investigate. I feel like if I asked Loth out of a rice cooker and an air fryer, he would choose an air fryer, so maybe we'd have to get that first. I found a Dutch oven in the charity shop on Saturday. I almost bought it because I've been considering getting into baking bread, but I was firstly encouraged to start trying to make bread because of sourdough starters, and I haven't started a sourdough starter yet, so maybe I should do that first. Because you got to have an active sourdough starter to make sourdough. I suppose I could make regular bread first if I wanted to buy that Dutch oven. The rice cooker cooks until the temperature is over that of water boiling. So if the rice has enough water in it, that boils first. Why I know this, go and ask. We're here for niche knowledge. It's useful. Because then you can come to someone like me who is a prospective rice cooker purchaser and enjoyer and allow me to make an informed decision. I appreciate it. I feel like we did basically everything that was on my list to do today. Prey Soiree, Legends of Haranir, Random Prey, Void Assaults. We even squeezed in a Mythic plus key. Will I do 3 more before the end of tomorrow? I mean, probably have some time in the day. Or we could have a Mythic plus evening on stream. I would have to ideally see what the guildies are saying because, as you saw, plugging my way into even 10s as a Moonkin is tough. And I would have an easier time getting in as a resto, but do I want to heal 4 pugs? I don't know. Whereas I would A, be immediately invited to guild keys and have an easier time. So we'll see. I can always requisition Loth, who can then, like a shepherd, wrangle his herd, his disciples. Hugging is hard. Rice cookers work essentially the same with a bimetallic strip, so for the love of God, don't buy a smart one. Cheap with these guys is good enough for everyone. I like rice. Don't know if you could tell. We have a rice maestro and I'm fully here for it. Thank you for your knowledge. Right, that is all from me for today. Thank you guys for joining. It was lovely to chat and hang out as always. I hope your Mondays have been nice and I hope you've enjoyed spending your time here with me. I am back tomorrow, Tuesday, at the same time, 4 p.m. British summertime. Whether we do some keys, whether we do some housing, whether we do Tomodachi Life potentially, we shall see. If you guys have any preferences, always let me know in Discord. Your input is always appreciated. We have a stream suggestion channel for a reason if you want to play a specific thing. If not, we'll just see how we vibe tomorrow. For now, I wish you all a fabulous rest of your Monday, and I hope to catch you all again very soon. Bye bye.